Hello, everybody. Good to see you, everyone. It's nice. We're learning every week that as we become live and as the cameras start to come together, little things happen. But now you can hear me. Please let me know in the chat you can hear me. It's imperative that I know you can hear me. And also that you can see me moving. The frozen frame as I look back and as it comes live now, it's me looking into like the horizon, wishing for death kind of.
The studio here is falling apart. No shade on any of the people that built the studio, but it is falling apart.
But the no sound has become a meme in the chat as well, I've noticed.
Isn't it? And there's just nothing we can do. It just takes ages to connect. I don't know why. Thank you, Josh.
I want to get the merch in shot.
Thank you, Richard. Broden's got new merch.
Hello, Marnie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm rocking it.
Great.
In the free world. What's up, you?
Nothing much, mate. Just thanks, Josh and Richo.
How is Josh and Richo for always giving us money? Greg, did you give him $150?
Whoa.
For run for
That's so good.
Live Fearless Run for a Cause?
He can never get
What's it called?
Fearlessly Challenge. Right? He loves run for Crohn's stuff.
Run for your Crohn's thing.
Live like you're running for Crohn's.
Do you know why? Because it sounds like I always think of Livestrong, the Lance Armstrong charity.
I don't know what that is.
That's the man who won all these races, and then it turns out he was cheating.
Oh,
Wait, so
enough.
live fearlessly.
Yeah, Live Fearlessly Challenge.
It is Crohn's in there.
Actually, it's called Live Fearless Challenge. I didn't get it right.
What?
Live Fearless.
It could mean anything then.
With respect to your charity, Tom.
Yeah.
Live Fearless could be about anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is, they don't want to be, exclusive to Crohn's and colitis. You could join up if you...
But isn't the money going to Crohn's and colitis?
Yeah, but...
So it is then.
It should be Live Fearless. Say whatever you want. Don't worry about the repercussions.
Free speech.
Yeah. It should be that. It could be that. Shall we crack in?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to check my Slack really quickly in case there's an emergency, which there isn't. I do comedy for a living. We're announcing something tonight at 9 p.m.
What?
It's about the world tour.
Is it what?
There's an extra show in an American city.
Oh, I organised
Is it Boston?
I don't know what city it is, and if I couldn't say right now, but I could say in 3 hours. But I can't believe she said that.
Well, how would I possibly know?
Yeah, I know. I don't know how you did, but that's correct. Let's do this. Round 24. Round 2. 2 rounds, both alike in football. It's the time... Oh, man, I'm running out of steam this year. I was doing good rev-ups for a very long time, and now I can't do them. But I know what I can do, and I know what you can do, Marnie. You can...
Bounce that pill.
Oh, God. And I think that was good. That's my meme I do. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Footy Thursday. What do we call this? What do we call this?
I think it's the Footy with Marns.
The Footy with Marns on Thursdays. As we sit here, a man in the other room is listening at full volume to us do this podcast, and it's throwing me off. But do we give up in round 24?
No.
No, we don't. Marnie, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm good.
What's going down? Everything. It's too much football. I saw you at the football on the weekend.
Yeah, I had so much fun. It was freezing. I completely forgot that those AFLW grounds are completely unprotected. I was not dressed appropriately.
Yeah, we both went to the Whitten Oval Melbourne Dogs game, and there was $3 million worth of fireworks shot up.
Oh, but also shout out, so I walked in because I was coming from it. So I walked in when it was completely dark, so they had none of the lights on, and they just had the presentation, and I didn't realize it was on the screen. I thought it was just vocally, and I was like, wow, this is incredible.
Tiger Lily.
Yes, and Tiger Lily, and I was a little emotional also because I just was by myself, so I could just be like, oh, I actually can just fully get emotional by myself watching this.
Was it nice?
It was lovely.
It was very cool, and it was very. I was worried when I walked in because I was like, oh yeah, this isn't the MCG. I'm going to be covered in rain here, and then. No, the rain stopped as soon as the fireworks started. Yeah. In some sort of magical gods of football way. They went, no, this will be a quality game. We're also joined by a man who is living fearlessly this February as he runs 150 kilometres for charity for Crohn's and colitis. Go to our links to give him your money. Tax deductible. Please welcome Tom.
Thank you so much for having me, mate.
What's news?
About to leave my children for 4 months tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
How many kilometres have you run so far?
Well, it doesn't start till September 1st.
Sorry.
But I did join Anytime Fitness.
It keeps saying.
And I
Right.
did get a dongle, and I haven't been once.
Okay.
That's what most Anytime Fitness people do. is
Get
have
the dongle, don't go. But we'll go in September.
Yes. How are you feeling about leaving your kids for 3-4 months?
Devo.
Devo?
Yeah. But
Well,
I'm
that's
flying
good.
back in between to see him.
There are some parents who don't have, they just leave and go and never see it.
Yeah.
It's good that you have that instinct.
Yeah, no, I care about them a lot. Yeah, but excited as well to get on the road and have some sleep.
Oh my goodness, Arcadia's going to grow so much in foot. I can't believe how much babies grow.
Yeah.
Babies grow into adults
Really?
traditionally.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Benjamin Button didn't. Marnie,
Yeah.
there's plenty to get through. Shall we crack in?
Yeah.
It's time for the news with Marnie Vinyl.
That was good.
We have plenty to get through. Let's do this. It's going to be a roller coaster. What's been in the news this week, Marnie?
Would we rather start with good or meaty, weighty, messy?
I think good. Let's start with good. Let's start good.
Nazaya Wanganeen Millera is set to become the AFL's first $2 million man after a massive coup for the club. Did you see this coming?
Well, where are you getting your information? Because if you listen to Wacky Willie yesterday, Tom says that he hasn't signed and he won't. But is that certain he's signing?
It is. Oh my God. It was just like one of those rare moments where it felt like everyone, like there were a few people that were like, it's a lot of money to pay one particular player. And like, yeah, okay, the argument's there. But it's also nice just for a day to see the collective AFL men's community be like, that's great.
I can't believe he turned down 30 from Port. Naz, go to Port right now and get that 30, mate. That is insane, mate.
Yeah, that's the project. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have seen that.
$30 million.
It was 12 years, 2.5, right? Take the 30, Naz.
If someone offered me $30 million.
Oh, the things I'd do.
Yeah.
I'd kill you for 30.
Okay. Well, I didn't even pressure you then. I just you just brought that out without being prompted.
Because it was a Josh.
I don't know if it was. So 2 years as well, that leaves him open to going.
Yeah, I think it's really smart from him. He obviously is enjoying where he's at. There's the loyalty element. It's great for Saners, and it is a lot of money, and it's a big chunk of the salary cap, and time will tell if that pays off or not. But I think it's okay in the messiness that is the AFL news cycle to be like, how good? And I really enjoyed the SB just going off and like having that party where
What did they have? They had a party that night.
so it just said like on the thing it just said like Naz stays party from 6
Something like that, yeah.
and I remember being at the SB like 5 years ago. I don't know, when I used to like stay up after 9 p.m.
Oh, wow.
And I remember like running into like Ron Marshall and Max King there and being like, oh, this is a Saints place.
Yeah.
Like this really is
Hang
a
on.
Saints place.
You were at the SB and you ran into 2 St Kilda players.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so
Yeah.
St Kilda. Yeah.
And,
This, this is the best thing to happen to St Kilda since season 1 of Secret Life of Us.
Yeah.
That was a show in the early 2000s.
A great show.
yeah, I've
Edgerton.
watched the first season.
Claudia Cavan.
Yes, Claudia. Yeah, that's the actress.
Well, congratulations, St Kilda.
Yeah.
I wonder if he drops off in form now because obviously a lot of players, Jake Stringer in a contract year was my meme last year. But
Well, he's timed it well. He can not show up this weekend because it's a dead rubber and then have the pre-season off. And the great thing is if anything happens to him, he gets injured and he only signed 2 years or whatever, he can still retire happy and wealthy. So he's done really well.
Yeah, and because we've talked about it before, that like sometimes those contract negotiations can hang heavy over heads. Like I think that it hung really heavy over Chad Warner at the Swans. He's said as much, and TDK was not a great year from De Koning, but a great year from Nas.
yeah. It definitely helped. And lots. Every comedian who I know who goes for the Saints, when I message them, they're all like, "I knew. I was actually aware." Calling out Matt Stewart and Charlie Clausen. I actually had intel that was actually.
Yeah,
gonna
he was
happen.
never going anywhere.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Ross Lyon didn't know.
Yeah,
about
no.
that,
Yeah, Nick Rewald told me they did not know.
But also, just like on the SB thing, I really liked the sense of place that I think Saints have with St Kilda. What a stupid sentence come out of my mouth.
Frankston.
But genuinely, because I got thinking like what AFL clubs still really exist within their suburbs and their fan bases are really like driven with their suburbs. And I was like, oh, okay. So probably like Adelaide and Port Adelaide and West Coast. But in terms of Melbourne, I mean, I remember living in Richmond during the 3 premierships, and you could feel like you'd walk around and you could feel that was Richmond territory. But I don't get that sense with a lot of places.
Well, no, St Kilda. I mean, we had Peter Searle on to chat, and Peter grew up a Saints person and she talks about being on the shoulders of Trevor Barker and like that being her child, like that her going back to coach them and how much it meant. They do have a very distinct look and smell, the St Kilda people. But no, very excited for them.
Also, I've just had intel that for the NAS party at the SB, they played the 4th quarter of the Melbourne game.
They really?
Well, then they can go fuck themselves.
I saw they had Melbourne. I saw they had Saints. Sorry, my goodness. I saw they had NAS highlights. I didn't realize it was just
well,
that
they
on
are
repeat.
the highlights. I think that his manager on record said, I think someone asked, did that game affect, did you go back to them after that? To negotiate some more, and they said, no, we didn't have to do that. No, we didn't have to do that. Wow. Anyway, I'm happy that Melbourne helped in some small way or massive way. What else?
Alrighty, Ruse. Should we get into the very meaty stuff?
Let's do it.
I know that we've talked about a lot of these topics a lot this year, but it feels unavoidable to once again be talking about homophobia in the AFL. Annoyingly, I've worked on a piece that I was hoping I could just direct people to, but that can't go live until the ban is handed down. And as of Wednesday night, the ban potential sanction for Izak Rankine has not been handed down. But I wanted to start with an apology because last week when we discussed Snoop Dogg as the grand final entertainment, I really skirted giving my opinion on it. Mm-hmm. And Broden, when you asked me to rank where I would put Snoop, I said, I don't want to be the woke friend, and kind of just like not answered that. And then someone on Reddit was like, I don't understand what that means. And like, apparently it was so unclear to them that they thought I was insinuating that I would rather have a woman than a prominent person of color in that position. It was just my way of saying like, I don't feel comfortable answering that question. And I really just didn't do the work. And I didn't think that, It didn't feel right in that moment to talk about it. But then I saw, like 2 days later, The Age dropped an article about violence against women groups calling on the AFL to ditch Snoop as entertainment due to history of misogynistic and sexually demeaning lyrics and his work as a pimp. And we know that violence against women spikes during marquee sporting events. And I remember seeing that report go live, and it felt like weight had lifted off me because like I was like, like that reporting deserves to be in the public sphere. Yep. And I'm so glad that reporting was done. And they referenced lyrics such as, and I'm sorry if you don't want to hear this, but I just think it's like important to actually kind of like give weight to this, which is, you got a bitch that won't do what you say. She hard-headed. She just won't obey. You've got to put that bitch in her place, even if it's slapping her in her face. And in 2013, he did like a range of interviews saying that his attitudes towards women have changed, but he doesn't regret his lyrics in the past. And they had people in that article such as Respect Victoria Chair Kate Fitzgibbon and Claire Gleeson, the acting chief executive of Our Watch, who were quoted. And that goes into then the level of hypocrisy given the AFL's hard stance against violence against women last year. And remember when they all stood and did a moment of silence. And I don't think that was all of these feelings for women were well known until this reporting was done. And yeah, I avoided talking about it. And I kind of wish that I didn't do that. But anyway.
Yeah, no, I think like I should apologize too, because I was just like, when you threw that question out last week, I was thinking purely on a service level and a commercial level, and I just hadn't given it any weight of thought, which is a mistake as well, because I was like, yeah, like AFL's getting a Super Bowl level artist. That's awesome. That's exactly what they should be doing. I didn't think about it any deeper than that either. So that's a mistake.
But like often like we don't know, right?
Yeah,
like often like with these artists,
really about it,
like that's the point of places like The Age and the ABC, like doing the hard work. And I knew that women weren't stoked about Snoop, which is why I just said nothing. And that is that, like, I think I can bear that. But then that hypocrisy has been taken to an entirely different level this week, as Izak Rankine is in every single headline as he's under investigation for an alleged homophobic slur. We'll get into that. But Snoop has an Instagram caption that used that exact slur, and he's had homophobic language in interviews and lyrics that he's done in the past. I originally saw this reporting, and the first person to kind of make that link was Michael Gleeson in The Age, and I I thought he made some excellent points really, really well, in particular saying like, well, we can't be sure about what the AFL's values actually are. Like you're giving these like really heavy sanctions to players for using homophobic language and making a really hard stance, but you didn't really do your due diligence with Snoop and you didn't really have to look that hard to find all of this homophobic language. But now that line has kind of been used by a lot of reporting and by the Adelaide Crows to argue that Rankine sanction should be less than the proposed 5-week ban. So Andrew Dillon, when Snoop was announced, confirmed that family-friendly songs would be used, and he described the artist as culturally relevant, particularly after the Paris Olympics and the American Super Bowl performance. But I think that public conversation around Snoop has been changed and it'll be interesting to see how the AFL respond to that, particularly when it comes to Adelaide using that and the hypocrisy there to mount a case that Izak Rankine should get a more lenient ban. Where we are as of Wednesday night with the Izak Rankine potential sanction is it's a proposed 5 weeks. That's what the Adelaide have proposed to Adelaide, and now the Crows have until late tonight for written submission, and they're saying that it is extenuating circumstances, citing the Snoop hypocrisy and the Willie Rioli lenient 1-week ban for the death threats. Mitch Cleary has also... that reporting came from Mitch Cleary, and Mitch Cleary also reported that Rankine allegedly delivered a similar slur towards a Collingwood opponent in a match several seasons ago. I think that it sets a very dangerous precedent to put proposals for sanctions to clubs that they can then argue against. And I think that a lot of clubs that have had players suspended for homophobic slurs would then have like their own cases to mount. Also, what's really been lost to me in this entire story is everyone kind of picking apart, well, what would this mean for Adelaide? Can they still win the premiership without Rankine? And not the impact that homophobia has within the community. And that's what I've written about for the ABC that I can't.
But when it comes out, we'll all read it and we'll all share it.
Yeah, but because the whole conversation really focusing on the severity of the ban. You've had prominent figures, including Damien Hardwick and Eddie Maguire, saying that they don't condone homophobia, but it's a too significant penalty. And we're not really talking about the reasons why the bans are so long. We know that young men are being turned away from community sport because of homophobia. Like, the evidence is there, the research is there. We could have players that are as good as Izak Rankine who have never played the game because they've been turned away because of how prolific homophobia still is. Kay McCarthy's had some great tweets about this, and all the voices that have just kind of led this conversation this week, and saying if you're not from this particular minority group, you can't really say how they're impacted by words.
No. And it's what struck me this week is the repeated use of the word as well as the
yeah.
And just to echo what's been said multiple times, like, it's just so bizarre and silly and stupid that you're saying it now when its precedent has been set over and over again about what happens. But also, like, looking at the people that were targeted by him and how it's affecting them now, who literally did nothing apart from play a football game. The people who were targeted on Collingwood and stuff like that, that really frustrates me. The Hardwick, what he said is bizarre and weird, and like, I feel like everyone started with the same sense of going, obviously this is horrible and obviously we condone this. And I was happy to see that was almost the unanimous vibe against all media. But then this strange thing about how much is too much or how little is too much, just a bizarre position when it's just clearly been set. And it's not like a thing where you're taking the onus on running into a pack and whether you should cover or go high or go low. It's literally choosing to say a word, and not literally say a word once, say it repeatedly and calculated. There's like, it should be 100 weeks. Like, you should just never say it. And I'm sure they felt that people would never say it again, but it's bizarre that like 2-3 years into Dylan making this rule, it's still just happening.
I think it's even just, I mean, the evidence shows that like that word exists within men's football communities. And so like I'm talking about something I don't know about, but I feel like I've now, ever since I started handing out these bands, I've seen that word more times.
Yeah.
Like it's everywhere now. Everyone's like debating whether it's an acceptable thing to say or not. And this word that I never saw out the side, like, I don't know, when I would read, history books.
Yeah.
I'm now seeing it's in my face everywhere. And I can't imagine just how painful that is for some people within the queer community.
Yeah. I don't have much to echo apart from I'm very sorry to any of our community who feel brought into something that they should not have to worry about watching the football on the weekend or to be able to watch. Everyone wants to watch a gender sitters, but you shouldn't have to worry about this on a Tuesday night when you get home from work. You should be able to just enjoy football, and it sucks that it continues to happen. But yeah, to echo again, like my thoughts to people who are being called this on a field, and then that because the person who did is being held accountable, it makes their life even harder. I think that's awful.
100%. I just think it's like, I just echo again, like it's completely indefensible and it shouldn't be argued. That's been the craziest thing about this is the discourse around it. If I was Izak or if I was Adelaide, 100%, I'm copying that on the chin. I did the wrong thing. We move on. The fact that they're trying to attack this like a tribunal for a bump or whatever, or even challenging it or discussing it at all, I think is just so weird. Not on. You just cop it on the chin because you did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And you move on. You do the work to be a better person, you move on. I don't know what's to be gained by arguing. It just pushes it further into discourse that no one wants to be having.
Yeah.
And it's just damaging for queer people.
Can I talk to Snoop for a
yes,
second?
Please.
Well, I just really want, if he is performing, I've just seen that he's moved these lyrics out of his performances since the 2010s, or they've slowly moved down. Not to say that he's ever shown remorse or anything like that, but he's pushed them out of his performance. And I would love people to ask when he's here. I would love for it to become a teachable moment for people, and I would love for it to be asked to him, why don't you say these words anymore? Because a lot of people would say it means nothing, it hurts nothing. But if Snoop was put to that, when you said these things in your songs in the 90s, why don't you say them anymore? I would love to see what he says and hopefully make that a teachable moment to people. They've put themselves in a very bad corner here by not doing due diligence on this as well. But it goes back, I could say as well that Snoop this year, Katy Perry last year is working with, I don't know what I can literally say, but a very bad person and calculatedly chose to work with them.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons in Kiss has been held accountable multiple times on very serious charges. And then I've forgotten who the year before is, but
Robbie Williams.
I liked Better Man.
Okay. We like the monkey movie.
He was on a lot of coke for that monkey movie, man. But it lost a lot of money. So
how would you rank them?
I guess Robbie. But I guess I wouldn't be amazed if this happens again. It's been a full-on week of content, and once again, heart goes out to anyone who feels directly. I almost felt like messaging you last night, but I didn't want to put the weight on even more and say like this is a lot for everyone out there who it's a lot. That's all I mean to say.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'll just end by saying zero tolerance means zero tolerance. Like, why are you arguing? There's no room to move in zero tolerance. And also, Katie Brennan had to miss the 2018 grand final because she was charged for rough conduct. So she had to miss a grand final. AFLW.
Yes, please.
Can I tell you one of my favourite moments from the Melbourne Western Bulldogs game? Do you remember Kate Hore's, I think it was her first goal? I don't know how many goals she scored. Her first goal. So she turned around, and so everyone else was focusing on, the ball up. She was just watching herself on the highlights.
Was she?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. She was sure, because we were sitting up on that hill. You sure she wasn't just saying hello to us?
No, she was watching herself,
enough,
and there was she was smiling as she was watching them.
Fuck yeah.
That's class. That ego is good.
Yeah.
Ego is good. Now look how good I am. I'm going to do that again. Yeah.
Libby Birch played an entire quarter without a shoe in the North Melbourne Geelong game. I don't know whether you saw this, but her shoe came off. She couldn't get off because she's a defender, so it doesn't rotate. And I don't know, that was comical.
and didn't get stood on at any point.
Luckily, could you imagine?
No.
We've talked so much about Zippy Fish and Chloe Malloy in that Sydney game,
They're
rightfully.
They're very strong.
I just wanted to say Montana Ham I don't think got talked about enough because of those two players, but she was so strong and she set up 2 of Malloy's goals. So it was like Montana to Malloy and it was just so beautiful. So she's a former number 1 draft pick. I loved.
So she's coming into her maybe 3rd season potentially. 22 was her draft, so 3, 4, 5, her 3rd season, and at 21, like looks primed to just go.
Yeah, I had a bit injury last season. I heard. Yeah, in her 2nd season, I think.
That was such a good game. I think that was at least the first half of that game while the Tigers stayed with Swannies could have been the best football I've seen so far.
Kalen Greiser as well, because I think it's that Sydney just overran Tigers. We're not really talking about Tigers in like a super positive light, but
also that's because Sarah Hoskin made me eat some chili and I don't like her anymore and I hate the Tigers and they should be relegated, but go on.
If you're not sure what Broden is referencing, he went on tagged and he was crying in that clip.
I'll tell you what happened. Tegan Higginbotham, the producer of Tagged on AFL.com.au, said, "Would you like to come down and do AFLW show?" I said, "I love the W. I want to support that. I'll be there." I walk into a room. They put out 3 chilies. They asked me questions about Arnie Donna and stuff, and then made me eat the chili. And then for 2 days, I can't go to the toilet. I can't go because my bum hurts. And I tell Sarah Hosking this, and she laughs. So Tigers can be relegated for all I care. They can get stuffed.
It was very entertaining walking into that room, and you were yelling at Sarah.
Yeah. It was not. It's a bad show, and don't watch it. No, it's a good show. Watch
if you want to see Broden cry, please go and watch that clip. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, they get stuffed.
There's no way I'm not mentioning that Essendon AFLW kicked their highest ever score. They scored 85 points to GWS's 25.
Monica.
Yeah, in Canberra. And the men that weekend scored 75. They outscored the men.
Wow.
They outscored a lot of the AFL men's teams, actually. But
you were so down on them after the practice match. Not sure.
I'm still not sure.
So you're saying flag favourites, aren't you?
Yeah, you're sounding like you're...
Finals drought over. Yeah, they beat GWS, who I always want to be optimistic about that club, but I do think that there is a big competitive gap still. Like even the Western Bulldogs scored 1 goal against how many did Melbourne scored a lot.
Yeah.
They really blew that out. But even Brisbane have lost a lot of their first round games in recent years, so it's not unprecedented for them to lose round 1 and win a grand final. But having Brisbane and Adelaide, the 2 powerhouses of the AFLW, both lose their round 1 matches, particularly Adelaide losing to St Kilda.
It's good news.
It's great news. It's awesome for the competition.
I thought Carlton looked particularly good. Who knows how good Collingwood are as well.
Yeah.
But I thought that they looked quite confident, and that Fitzpatrick, who did her knee and came back in the second.
Yeah. We were very impressed.
Yes, and Mim as well, of course. This is a Mimi Hill pod.
And the McKay. Yeah, I kind of feel like we obviously have our respective teams, but we kind of a Carlton AFLW podcast.
Yeah, it's a Carlton AFLW podcast, absolutely. And they're the most
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I've only ever been invited to one best and fairest, and it's the AFLW Carlton team. So I go for that. I've got a giant tattoo on my back that for Carlton AFLW.
Who do they? Oh, they've got Hawthorn in Frankston this weekend, so we will not be going to that game.
They're going to get cooked.
But if you're on the fence about what AFLW game you should go to this weekend, North Melbourne are unfurling their flag at Arden Street, and I think that will be quite a poetic and beautiful moment.
I was down there for some content the other day. It's a vibe down there.
Yes.
You can not only is there football on, there's Zumba going on in a room there. Because there's like the council is connected.
And there's little classrooms there where they teach kids stuff.
Yeah, and there's a basketball court, and they were doing Zumba, so you can get a Zumba class in and go and see the flag unfurling.
Yeah.
Rising Star selectors had a very difficult job this weekend, but Lucia Painter from West Coast, she had 3 goals on debut.
Yeah,
in a hat trick, yeah?
Yeah, and then she's coming up against Essendon on Sunday.
Yeah, so I think that maybe, and in men's or W, that would be the hardest first round Rising Star in my lifetime easily. I think there were maybe almost 8.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be
definitely 5.
Yeah. Someone who equaled or surpassed Bree Davey. Yeah, Zippy Fish surpassed after they did a stat recount or
No,
equal?
equal.
Yeah.
26.
And then Zippy, everyone. The hat trick, the fucking, everywhere. So that's cool.
You didn't mention Havana Harris.
Havana Harris, the apex predator from Gold Coast, just is literally 18, is a unicorn ruckman and just went, I'm in charge and still lost. But, but it's very powerful, yes.
Some injuries already in AFLW, which is really sucks. Alice Parker is out for the season, so that makes things so much worse for GWS. Jazz Fleming's out for a significant chunk. That sucks. Jazz Fleming's one of my favourite players to watch. Alrighty, Ruse. I think we should mention, talking about sanctions, Ollie Wines has had his 3-week ban upheld, so he'll miss the start of next year and obviously the final home and away game.
I thought you were saying, alrighty, Ruse. And you were going,
That's what I thought you were
alrighty, Roo.
Alrighty, Ruse. Well, speaking about Ruse, did you see poor Ruse on the ABC AFL podcast was trying to convince West Coast supporters to go for Fremantle in the finals? Good luck.
How'd he go? How'd he go?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Well, he was just being like, get around your state.
There's no way.
That's clearly from someone who lives in Hawaii.
Yeah.
No.
Like as if any Port Adelaide fans are going to get behind Adelaide for the finals.
Literally.
Zero chance, mate.
Yeah. Because didn't GWS have more luck being like, you should go for us when they played Adelaide, they were like, Port or whatever it was. When they played Port Adelaide, they were trying to get Adelaide fans to go for them.
Absolutely.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
But obviously Ken Hinckley's last game.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of, and like Travis spoke, there's going to be a lot of emotion in this final round.
Would you give Port any chance?
Huge chance. Massive danger game for the Suns.
It is. I agree
It
with you.
massively is.
I know.
After the dust up last week, yeah.
Yeah. But no, Ken, and he's getting offers from everywhere apparently.
Really?
Not to coach, but to
I was going to say, to run a milk bar, sure.
to get a Hungry Jacks. No, like to Tom.
He should do something with Allen's because of the
coach
teeth.
Oh, yeah.
He could be head of Allen's Lollies.
He's like, I think Michael Voss would have gone to him and said, run my situation. Because they used to work together at Port.
As like an assistant or head of coaching
Yeah, like
or
a
head
GM,
of football or something.
that
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
situation.
that for sure. I'm so on board with that.
I think
he
if you-
can't be head coach again.
What about if Tassie? I think he'd be great
Yeah.
for Tassie. I think he'd be awesome for Tassie.
I think Bucks should do tiers at Melbourne and then skip.
I think
Just as okay, we've bottomed out. All right, about to rise again. Bucks are actually off to Tassie.
See you.
that'd be rude. Great.
Did you two come prepared with any All-Australian looks?
Have you got more? He has a whole list.
Yeah, I have. I can pull up the whole thing.
Oh, okay, great. Let's go through who our All-Australian looks. Paddy told me to prepare 2.
Okay.
So I'll go first in case you want to steal mine. I've got, can I say 4?
Yeah.
Naz, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Ed Richards.
Yes. Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I think deserved. Yeah.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
The Coleman medalist obviously has to be in there.
Jeremy
You can't
Cameron.
go past Jeremy Cameron. And then I'm also going to put Riley Thilthorpe in there.
Right. Yes. He's your one. So he goes ahead of people like Ben King, and he goes ahead of people like.
I think Riley is one of the most debatable ones, but not that I disagree with you. But I just think there's so many people who've kicked more goals that it's interesting. Like, what else do you want from a forward? It's very interesting, I think.
I think they will somehow put Grundy in. That's my hot take. I think they'll figure out a way to put
You know how you said that Grundy played like half a season?
Yeah.
I went back and looked just for my own sake because I was like, this is interesting.
Oh no, he did research. I'm in big trouble.
And I'd say between his like record-breaking incredible run of form, he had like 5 average games and 7 very good games. So I actually think there is an argument there. But Gawn has just been better for longer and more consistent.
Played
Hasn't
every
missed
game.
games. So
Yeah.
it's just really I think they both deserve it. And I think Sherry, even though he missed 3 games, probably maybe deserves it as well. So a very tough one. But I guess if you miss 3 games, you don't deserve it. I think there should be a cutoff like in the MVP in America. I think there's a rules for
Eligibility.
games, isn't there? Yeah. That would make it a bit more clear cut.
Yep. Do you have 2 more?
It didn't save my one. It's making me do it again. But
I'm
I
just going to
could
say Harris Andrews as well for me.
Yeah.
I'd take
Yeah.
I'd take Cal Wilkie over Sam Collins. Who did you say? Harris Andrews?
Really?
Oh.
I'd take Sam Taylor as well. I love Sam Taylor, my favourite player. I said that last week. But then the other one, I think Cozzy getting in would make me feel happy.
I'd love that. To know though.
Did you have any? That's your 4. I think yeah. Ed Richards is. I feel like He has to be in, surely.
Yeah, I've said so.
Yeah, but then I don't know
It's
them.
just always the hottest, most debatable one. Because if I'm looking at the list here, the ones that jump out to me as musts in the midfield, like must, and there will be more than 3. I think Jordan Dawson. I think Hugh McCluggage. I think Andy Brayshaw. I think Zach Merritt. All of these people deserve it. I think
true,
Caleb
actually.
Sarong
Oh,
absolutely
okay. Yeah,
deserves it.
you're right,
I think
actually.
Bailey Smith. I think Noah Anderson. I think Matt Rao. I think Finn Callahan at times. Tom Green at times. I think Cozzy Pickett. I think Zach Butters at times. Maybe not enough games. Isaac Heaney. Bont. Maybe not enough
I've never
games.
heard him talk more.
And Ed Richards. So that's like
Okay, you're
10
right.
or so
Actually, you
players
convinced
who-
me that Ed Richards might not be in there.
I just think those players really all deserve it, and that's
Yeah.
what's so heartbreaking and fun about AA because it is the best bit of media content. Because no matter who they choose, everyone can put up great arguments for who they should have had instead.
Hell yeah.
I would hate to be on a selection committee.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to do some selecting now.
Great. And so I've got the list of where AFL the 9 can finish. So we'll just do that as we
sure.
go through.
Hell yeah. Okay, great. I like that idea as we go through the characters.
Yeah. So should we do all men's and then all
Yeah.
women's? Okay, great.
But we'll do this thing first, a little thing we call tipping.
Tipping. Tipping. Tipping.
Say what you will about the AFLM, but they've scheduled it out perfectly. We start on Thursday night with Essendon versus Carlton. Where can Essendon finish?
Oh, I don't. I've only got the top one.
They can't
Bottom.
finish last. They're like 3 clear of bottom, aren't they?
No.
Right. So they're like
Yeah.
4th last.
So technically they could finish 17th, but because Richmond tanked, and they'll tank this weekend again, they're probably 16th is the lowest if North win.
There you go. Where did you finish in the tipping, by the way? I finished 24. As of this point, I'm 24,000th in there.
Really?
247,000.
Thank you. I was about to say, I'm 270,000.
So I beat you out of 423,000.
Yeah.
So I'm about middle.
But I'm also doing as poorly in the W tipping already. So I'm
Great.
10,000th out of 12.
Oh my goodness. Me saying Hawthorn were going to beat Brisbane, I was so smug.
Yeah.
So smug.
Yeah.
smug.
I'm going Carlton here because they're back.
Interesting. It'll be interesting. I think I back in Carlton as well.
And then we go to the real game.
Everyone's hopes and dreams.
MCG 7:10. Collingwood Football Club versus the Melbourne Football Club.
Can you do it?
Every Melbourne fan's been going to me, wouldn't it? Oh, if we.
Can you imagine?
And I'm like, and yes, I would. Us kicking Collingwood out of the finals, I would. You don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, what
But
would you do?
I can't say here, but it's not going to happen though. But it would make the year.
Yeah, so
Like,
Collingwood can finish highest as 2nd or lowest as 9th. So
Yeah.
you very much can pick them out.
I'd cry. I cried when we won the grand final. I cried. We kicked them out of the.
You
but
cry when you do tagged.
we got none of our young cool people left. They're all injured. It's been a weird old ending. But
Yeah.
the one thing that a lot of us Melbourne fans are talking about is the game. It's 3/4 time. The scores are tied. Bucks runs out in a Collingwood jacket, and
Yeah.
he's like runs out with a chair. And he's like, oh, he's gonna help the Pies. And he runs up, chair shots Dacos, pulls off the thing, and he's wearing a Melbourne Pies. He's done it.
He's a
And then
heel.
we run home, and he's gone full bad guy to Collingwood.
Love that.
It's my wrestling head. I'm tipping Collingwood.
I think Collingwood too.
I think Collingwood are going to win it, but let's tip Melbourne for funsies.
Yes,
I mean, you're on the both in the same form. One of the last 5.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we're the same.
Same form.
Friday at 8:10 is Port versus Gold Coast. As you said, Ken Hinkley's last game, Marns. 80-ish% of people are tipping the Gold Coast Suns.
So Gold Coast can finish either as high as 2nd or as low as 9th.
I'm going to turn off my phone for this because this is so stressful and we'll be on stage, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How are you going to
Well, during
deal with
when I was
all
doing my solo show, there was someone sitting right here in an Essendon top for your birthday game. And I just would do like a joke and they go, what's the score? And then I'd come back and they'd hold the phone up and show the score to me. So
Surely someone at the show can score up for you, Tom.
Yeah.
Imagine if we walk off stage though and Melbourne's beat Collingwood and Gold Coast have lost to Port. I won't know what to do with myself.
we'll be going out partying in Hobart. We'll go down
but
to
I'll
Quarry
be
Point.
like crying in the club.
That's
In the
funny.
club. Yep. And then Saturday at Marvel Stadium, This is a tight one. This is North Melbourne versus Adelaide Crows. We're getting Rochelle back potentially.
Are they?
Well, he's
that'd be a huge in.
obviously going to lose
And the other
Rankine.
players out, or
Rankine will be out. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah,
unless
I think
if not, then shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
But Crows, obviously, where could Crows finish?
highest first, lowest second.
So that's
They've
well
done pretty well, I imagine.
Not bad. Not bad.
And then Richmond versus Geelong. Geelong, I got a lot of feedback for saying Geelong are just in cherry ripe form. A lot of people,
Yeah, they are.
they are. They haven't lost, but every time they play a good team, they lose. So they lost to Brisbane, they lost to GWS. But in the recent run, they've played Tigers, West Coast, North Melbourne, like easy beat.
Essendon.
Yeah, I think only 2 top 8 teams from the last 9 rounds or something.
But
like a
form
very
is,
easy run.
But form is what
Yeah,
I would say to that.
absolutely.
Where could Geelong finish?
As highest as first, as lowest as seventh.
Interesting. So they're locked in. Well, maybe they take it easy then.
I got a feeling they'll finish first. I don't know how or why, or I can't do maths, but just a feeling I have. Saturday, Optus Stadium, West Coast versus Sydney. Irrelevant game. Sydney will pump them.
Sure.
And they'll both finish somewhere irrelevant.
Yeah.
West Coast will finish last. NG at 12:20 on Sunday, Saints versus Giants. We had Giants.
So as highest as second, as lowest as ninth.
Wow.
Because they're all stuck on that logjam of 60 points.
Yeah.
I forgot,
Wow.
I
Yeah.
forgot to say something that I really need to say.
Yeah.
We have a debutant for the Suns power game, and our good friend of the pod, Lachlan Murdoch, is presenting the jumper because they
Really?
needed someone who lives in SA to hand over the jumper to the new Gold Coast player.
Lockie Murdoch.
Yeah, so they're called Lockie
Jordan
Goldman.
Murdoch, you mean?
Yeah, who did I say?
Lachlan Murdoch.
Lachlan Goldman is
Lachlan Murdoch is
debuting.
the son of Rupert Murdoch. He's who Succession's based on.
So Lachlan Goldman is debuting for the Suns, and
good friend
Jordan
Lachlan
Murdoch
Murdoch.
is giving them the jumper, which I thought was really nice and deserved a shout out.
Yeah, hell yeah,
that's
Jordan. Shout out Lockie. Sorry. I'm tipping Giants, by the way.
Yeah, Giants.
Where can the Doggies and Fremantle finish? Because they're playing on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, this will be the game.
This is
This
the
is the
game.
game.
So Dockers can finish as high as second and as low as ninth, and Doggies can finish as high as fourth or as low as ninth.
And they're all these games are happening. Well, there's one game at 3:15, and then the 2 other games that matter are happening at. Well, hang on. The way this is rolled out, it's got your extra little game in there.
We can go to this game, Broden. We should.
Wow, that is in the Doggies Fremantle.
No, as in Gabba.
We'll get to
Brisbane.
that.
Sorry, I thought we had moved on.
Marvel, so Doggies or Fremantle is a really hard tip. I feel like I'm going to go Doggies.
I'm going Doggies.
Doggies
yeah.
for sure.
I don't think for sure.
No, not for sure, but like Marvel, they're a better team for sure.
But where does that mean Freo finish? Do they somehow have a chance of dropping out after that then?
Yeah, I think they would,
could
yeah.
finish ninth.
What a game.
Depending on other results, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sounded like Kados from Caden McDonald.
Yeah.
What a game. Sunday at 7:20. So Sunday night, Bounce is going to be on late. Gabba, Brisbane Lions versus Hawthorn. We can apparently go to this
We
game.
should go to this and then podcast afterwards.
Surely it's sold out.
We'll find a way. We'll
Yeah.
find a way. Brisbane, come at us.
Who are you tipping out of Hawthorn and Brisbane?
So Brisbane can finish high as second, low as eighth, and Hawthorn can finish as high as second and as low as ninth.
Crikey Moses.
It is cracky. Oh, yeah, Brizzy.
Brisbane
Brizzy.
at home is not. I think Brisbane fans even have a meme of, oh no, we're playing at home.
Yeah. It is funny, isn't it?
But I'll tip them there. I think they are a very good team and they need. Eric Hipwood, no, though, gone. Your boy, gone.
It doesn't matter. They've got Logan Morris and
Darcy Ford? No, what's the new guy they love?
the Ruckman.
The boy. The little boy.
Who are you talking
Logan
about?
Morris.
Yeah, Logan Morris, yeah.
The boy.
But there's also Zach Bailey who can kick a few goals.
Yes.
That'll be sweet.
In the last game, where can Essendon finish again? Because they've put in here the Gold Coast Essendon game again. Because not only is there 18 games to cover, there's 19 games to fucking cover. Wednesday night, in competition with our podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, we can watch it. We should
Yeah.
do a special where we comment. Well, Paddy commentates it. We can just.
I think you
Talk
two
through it.
commentating would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
great.
Okay.
You can talk about milkshakes like we did.
No. Ugh.
Yeah, I like milkshakes.
No, I would
not a
throw
sweetie
up.
person.
And like that amount of milk would
But you
cause
can have oat
havoc on
milk
my.
or something.
I'm not having an oat milk milkshake. I have some respect.
Can I tell him about what happened with the lolly before?
Yeah.
What happened to the lolly?
She got a lolly out and said, I don't like how this smells. That. And then made me throw it away.
I was like, no, I thought you were going to eat it because you know those lollies you've got in your office?
We've got a lot of lollies from Japan because
Yes.
one of our team went to Japan recently.
I took one and then I opened it and the smell of just like sugar and it smelled like Cocoa Pops. Just like, it was too
delicious.
overwhelming. So I gave it, I was like, I don't want this anymore.
Not a sweetie person.
Yeah,
Gave it to
fair enough.
Broden.
Essendon win this game. No Suns win this game.
What would be interesting if we lose to Port, this game matters so much. So that will put us under so much pressure and I think we'll lose. But if we beat Port, we'll beat Essendon.
Hell yeah. Well, that is the men's tipping done. Can I just say thank you? I'm so happy I don't have to do this bullshit anymore for the men's. I'm so over this tipping shit. I'm bad at it. I do a bad job of it.
Are we not going to tip finals?
I guess
Absolutely
we will.
we will.
Yeah,
But
what are you
like-
talking about?
Don't be a vlacker.
Also, it is Zach Merritt's 250th against Carlton as well. I forgot about
Finger okay? Or wrist? Or
that. Yeah, fine.
he'll get through
I
it?
think like for some reason hand injuries they're only out for like 1 week.
Yeah.
Like
Might be one of those.
constantly
That's why they
that
call it
happens.
football.
Good one.
Yeah. Could be a pain thing, right? Like I've seen
Yeah.
jabs in the hands before.
Jabs in the hands. Jabs in the hands. Anyway, and now let's go to the other tipping. This is round 2. Can you believe we're already 17% through the W season?
Oh, don't say that.
I've just made that number up. I don't know if that's the
That's
math.
probably not too far off. Probably like 14%. No, it'd be close to 17.
So there's 12
Slower.
games and there's one
I
out of 12.
didn't
What's
include
that?
finals in my head.
Oh no, it'd be like 8%, you malacca.
Malacca of the week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. So the first game is Saturday. Can you talk? The games are being moved into the weekend predominantly. There's no Thursday, Friday nights
Yeah,
at all.
just Saturday, Sunday.
Super Saturdays.
Super Saturday.
Lots of clashes.
Yeah.
We just talked about GWS and where they're sitting as a team. They're playing Collingwood at Vic Park.
Yeah, I'm
that'll be fun.
excited. Hopefully, no water pipe bursts this time.
Collingwood, I'm tipping against the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tip Collingwood.
Yeah, hope Centric can kick a bag.
And then at 3 o'clock at Casey Fields, God damn it, St Kilda versus Melbourne. Melbourne are great.
This would be a good one, actually. Sane has looked really good against Crows. Adelaide, odd. I've never seen them like that. They were off pace.
City of odd people.
Yeah. But they look, but like to Saints' credit, they were so good. Yeah, I'll go Melbourne.
Can I ask your honest opinion on Melbourne? Where would you put us on the ladder finishing?
Pretty high. I have you in finals.
I think we're great. I think we're very good. We've got a great
Where you
mix.
have you finishing?
Super premiers
Super Premiers.
where we do so well that they give us 3.
Wow.
I think
Kate
Taylor
Hore
Harris,
for the best and fairest.
Taylor Harris was injured all last year, and there was questions about whether she wanted to go somewhere else or not. And I know her eye got badly hurt in this game. She had to go to hospital.
Yeah.
But she looked so locked in and great and took a massive specky, and I'm a big fan. And Kate Hore is obviously gun. I'm so excited.
And we should
Tyler
mention
Hanks,
Liv Purcell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coach's face, Liv Purcell, who just quietly went about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. The other game, 3:05, People First Stadium. Suns versus Swans. No one giving Suns a chance here.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I'm
then-
unsure
which-
about the Suns.
Yeah, I would go Swannies here, but I don't think they were that bad.
I didn't think they were that bad, and I thought there was some interesting decisions on the team last week. Like, I'm not sure why Lauren Bella was left out because she was coming off an injury, but then apparently she was cleared to play. So we played 2 very young ruckmen. I think Lauren Bella's fantastic. I don't know. It's interesting. But I also forgot that Daisy Darcy was out with an ACL for a year, so that's a massive fucking blow for us. So, yeah, I don't know. Sydney.
If Sydney can have 2 wins to start the season, imagine the Henson Park situation.
Yeah. Let's go.
Were you tipping Swannies?
Yeah.
5 o'clock. This is back to back. What I do love about W is how, quick it is. Like, it's
2 hours.
It's
So much
awesome.
better.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I love. Even the halftime's quicker, isn't it? Like, it's all bullety.
Yeah.
And then Fremantle Oval, Freo versus Brisbane.
Oh, this will be good, I think. You know what?
Freo.
Tip Freo.
Yeah, I'm tipping
Really?
Freo.
Like, Brisbane are good. Don't get me wrong.
But they start slow. We know.
Yeah.
Don't you know they
I
start
think
slow?
I'm going to tip Brisbane.
Do it.
I feel like they're very good.
It's hard to tip against Brizzy.
Here's a good name. Kinetic Stadium.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Frankston.
Oh.
Yes.
86% of people are tipping Hawthorn against Carlton. Oh, yeah. think
This will be really good, I think, and such hope.
Yeah, I'm tipping Carlton because
I'm tipping
this is a
Carlton
Carlton
too.
pod.
Yeah, tipping Carlton back in a minute all year.
I'll be tipping Hawthorn,
Yeah, fair
but I
enough.
will be happy if Carlton win.
Yeah,
Richmond Doggies, 95% of people tipping Richmond.
surely. Doggy's pretty bad.
I don't know. Yeah, they're very young.
Yeah,
You gotta
and
go
they were
Richmond.
very poor last year and very poor last week.
Yeah,
So,
fair enough,
yeah.
Kangaroos, Port. 98% of people tipping flag unfurling. Gods of footy don't like flag unfurlings, I'll say. But Port, are they around
They
it?
challenged Freo on the weekend, but they didn't win.
Okay, North. Got it.
Yeah,
also, when
North,
I was
yeah.
at North the other day, they're all coming. Emma Carney was coming in and all those players coming in, and they were playing Call on Me in the gym. It was pumping.
Oh, what a tune.
I was like, let me in. No, they wouldn't. But I did do Zumba. Windy Hill. Are you going to go to this game maybe or drop by after the other one?
I'll be at Arden. I think I'll leave Arden at halftime to go to Windy to see. I might miss the start.
You might have to hop on CityLink. Essendon West Coast. Essendon will win this game.
No, West Coast will win this
I'm
game.
tipping West Coast.
Yeah.
I think they were very good last week.
I'm sorry. I believe in the Bombers.
Yeah.
I believe in
I love it.
Chris Parkers, Nanscorn.
No,
Ben
Nan's
Brown.
gone.
Ben Brown. Ben Brown couldn't play in our basketball game because he had to do coaching work.
Oh, God.
Which commitments, you know what I mean?
Yeah. God, get your priorities right.
I'm tipping Bombers for fun. And then the last game, Crows Geelong. Do you give at Unley Oval, which is I've played on Unley Oval.
Did you?
Yeah, they
When I was a
wanted to
kid,
name
yeah.
a stand
Oh, that's
after him.
I used
nice.
to play on Unley Oval. Do you give Geelong any chance whatsoever in this game?
Yeah. Give him a chance. They weren't bad against North. Like, they lost by 30 points, but they kept North's goalless in the third quarter.
Can you tell me about the drive down to Cardinia and what your experience of Cardinia was when you went down for this game? Was it all right?
Yeah, I loved it. It was like, yeah, I didn't really, oh my God, I forgot the drive was like over an hour. I was a passenger though, so I was just having
Good
fun.
yarns.
I love being a passenger.
Of the 48 gates, which one did you go in?
The wrong one to start, and then we had to drive around to another one.
Did you stop at any roadhouses on the way?
No, and I was promised by the person who I think listens to this that we could get hash browns, and we factored it into the time, and then we didn't stop to get hash browns.
Wow. That's an ultimate betrayal.
And they listened
Kind
to this,
of,
you say?
yeah. Yeah.
You must legally stop at the Hungry Jacks on the Geelong Highway.
Well, I pointed at Hungry Jack's and he went, no, we'll do the Macca's one. I'm like, well, you didn't. Anyway, so I don't talk to that person. We're not-
Well, thank you for listening. We're happy you're here. And that's all the tipping done.
Adelaide.
I feel good about myself. I tip Adelaide. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
Adelaide.
mate. You're tipping Adelaide, surely, even though you're back
I don't
Geelong.
know.
Tip Geelong.
Yeah, I reckon Geelong.
All right, back them in. People get mad when we don't. Like, they're like, whoa, who are you tipping there? Like, people are watching this.
They're
Oh,
passionate.
yeah. Did you notice even in the men's, I only actually gave my answer for half of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Interesting. We got to
Well,
hold
because you
money
don't
to
ask
account.
me.
Ah,
And you
I
just
try-
move straight along. And I'm like, okay, no worries.
I
he
feel-
thinks it's obvious. That's
Am I
why.
tipping Essendon or Carlton? You guys don't know. You didn't ask me.
I feel immense anxiety to get through the 19 games. I don't even know what I'm covering anymore. It's too many football games, why I cannot wait until the mess is over this week. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for another thing. A little update, because Tom and I are going on world tour as of tomorrow to Hobart. If you're in Hobart, we'll see you there. For the next 3 weeks, we're going to be pre-recording these during the day and putting them out around the same time. We know you love being with us live, and we really appreciate you being still doing this. Thank you to Marnie as well for being so helpful with that. We really, really appreciate it. But we will be there. You just need for the next 3 weeks, and then we're back for the men's finals in and around there for 2 weeks, and there'll be more updates from there. But Marnie, thank you also for all of the. I think you covered all of that stuff so well today, and you always do.
Thanks.
But it's a hard thing to do well, and it's yeah, and good job to you. You over there,
Thanks for having me, mate.
I hope you raise many a dollar for your charity,
Thank you. What was the charity called again?
Fearless Living. And Patty out there,
Run for Crohn's.
yeah.
That's the one.
Thank you everyone for being here. We'll speak to you soon. Enjoy the footy. Bounce uphill. And thank you everyone. Simon Ferletti, who gave us $15. And good luck, guys. Love the pod. Give Patty a seat on the panel. Yeah, we are chockers today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to make Patty sit outside because of a technical thing.
Funny. No, it's not funny, but
And there was a few other gifts. Dan sent 5 gifted memberships, and Trojan Trickster signed up as well. So thank you. And Fergus Patterson gave 5 as well. So a lot of gifted subs and stuff in the chat during this one. So thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, as always, the same crew's here every week doing chatting with us, so it's very, very lovely. I'm going to go and do a mates episode right now with someone in this room. Who will it be? You'll have to find out. Are you this week the person outside the room?
Yeah.
A very special guest on Mates this week. He's dreading it coming out, but my mate this weekend is one Paddy Grindley, and it's a very nice chat, and he just loves being in the limelight. No, he doesn't.
He actually demanded we do a Mates.
No, he's done very well to edit. He had to edit. He had to edit it himself, and so that was very hard for him. But thank you, everyone. Enjoy that. We'll speak to you soon. Bounce that pill.